Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Talk Tuesday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I welcome you all to the channel members out there. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Okay, so I will give you fair warning. When we get to trash time, there is one particular article headline that I saw that pissed me completely off, and I was highly insulted. So I'm trying to woosah my way through this so that I don't get, I don't flame the entire live stream. But just so you know, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, so first things first. First things first, let me come over here. Let me do my disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Woo-sa. I'll just show a couple of pictures that I snagged as I was pulling things into the folder for Talk Tuesday that kind of help cleanse the moment. This is a picture of Meghan when she was in Rwanda, long before she met Harry. No makeup, mind you. And them hags over there in the UK want to talk about her. Okay, now this one, the hug, says it all. Okay, now, yesterday was the national observance for Dr. King's birthday, which was on Sunday, January 15th. So on that day, the Archwell Foundation joined the mission. Joined the mission and continues Los Angeles Service Platoon for a day of service to honor Dr. King's legacy. So, while others are trying to figure out what their coat dress should look like for the next event, yeah, this is, or what tiara they're going to wear. Yeah, this is what Harry and Meghan have been up to, their foundation, while people are asking where she is, and we see you with that bull too. Okay, so let me woosah a little bit more. Okay, Spare. FYI, on Saturday for Sussex Saturday, we're going to start with talking about the book. So for anyone who has not gotten through at least chapter 10, we'll go 1 through 10. If you haven't gotten through chapter 10, you might want to skip Sussex Saturday. So I want to start talking about it. Drop the link, maybe have a couple of people come up, talk, give us their feels on it. No jump into the latter chapters, stick to the first 10, okay? I'm just saying. But yeah. So with Spare, there was an additional interview that was aired here in the U.S. I want to say that was Sunday. And it was the ITV, the UK one, that we didn't get a chance to see last week. So anyway, you can have your feels over this one. I let the channel members know, hey, this is what's going on. And then I did put it out on a community post, I believe. But I wanted to see it only because it was the UK based one. So thanks, CBS, for allowing us to see Harry one more time. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so let me jump over here. Number one, as we come out of that information, because I just jumped right into it. I want to get, let me see, let me come back over here. Let me put that up. And I want to welcome Marvel to channel membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And this is for you. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! Okay, that was a little weird delay. I will give you a special welcome once the live stream ends that I do for all new channel members. So, but welcome. Thank you for pouring into me, the channel, additional support. I really do appreciate it. I don't know, for some reason I'm highly, highly emotional right now, but we're going to get through this without a tear, I hope, being shed. Well, at least not me. Let me just scan the comments really quickly. Hey now. Hey Fiona. Let's see. Hey Sis Hilda, how are you? All right. Let me just click there. Oh, okay. All right, so let me do this and then we'll jump right into, unless someone has some other tidbits they want, I'm going to get right into trash time. If somebody has an objection, raise it now. I'll give you a few seconds. Let me see. That's pretty cool if you all can connect those that are in South Africa. That would be pretty cool. Okay. I don't see anyone saying they don't want to get right to it, so I'll just hit my little thing and let's go. It's your favorite time. Trash time! Trash time! Trash time! Okay. So, trash time. Usually I used to just do this on Sussex Saturday, but there's so much trash out there. Being read about Harry and Meghan are just thrown up, just thrown out there. It's so much I have to cover it throughout the week. So some of the squatties are aware of. Some of it may be new to many of you. I see the comments kind of moved, and I want to just make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Church Nelly, landfill, bitch slapping time. Something like that. So, first things first, the fact that this even has to be addressed annoys me, but this isn't the one that truly pissed me off, but this annoys the F out of me, that people have to do the simplest little searches and then post pictures of people. Let me give this. People do have the same or very similar names in the world. That shouldn't be a mystery. But, whether you're male or female, that should be easily distinguishable when you look up something on a public record. Okay, so there's always this thing, and, I'm only showing the person that tweeted this out. Oh, besides being on the blue check, but she's questionable for me too. But all right, she said, one is a photo of Doria Ragland, mother of Meghan Markle, and the other is a drug dealer called Dorian Ragland. Now, I know some people think Black folk all look the same, but believe me, we don't. Meghan's mom is not a convicted drug dealer who went to jail. She's a social worker. For the love of the Lord, the universe, the stars, the moon, the sun, all the other planets in this universe, please stop saying that Doria Ragland has a criminal record. She does not have a criminal record. If she did, the UK media would have been all over it. You have to take a step back and think. The UK media would have been all over this when the news broke that Harry was dating Meghan. Oh, don't think that royal family wasn't looking for dirt on Meghan, but they couldn't find none. So, their folks had to make stuff up. But it's very clear, if you do a damn search, she couldn't be a social worker with a criminal record. And I have to whisper because then that keeps me from cussing like I really want to start cussing. Okay, so Doria, sweet Doria. And this is Dorian. Dorian, male. Yes, people can have very similar, same names, but do a little search, folks. Do a little search. It will dispel all that. But it pisses me off that now the media wants to try to throw shade on Doria. Stop the bullshit. Just stop it. Okay. Now, so there were reports of cosplay saying about therapy, and I think I showed the headlines, therapy not being not needed or something to that effect. And now their talking piece had to come out quickly and clarify what was meant by what was printed, telling teenagers, exploring therapies that, not that she was saying it doesn't work, but they need to find what suits them best. As if you, Miss Bully Uli, should even worry about telling anybody what to do. Oh, and I saw a picture of Space today. I don't know when this event happened, when he's talking to kids in the kitchen. The chef has his back to them, but you can tell by the way his head is on the side, like, I know that man ain't talking and saying nothing to these kids. But anyway, nevertheless, I'll show that on Saturday. But I like how they try to clean up. See how, if you've seen interviews and if you've seen the docuseries, even in the book, they will, and Harry said it in his interviews, they will come out and correct something for the others, but they never did it for Meghan. Very clear on the, quote, invisible contract. That it's very visible. The contract's very visible. Wine and dine them that, the consort did with, PM and JC and a few others that have said very disgusting and horrendous things about Meghan. But she had lunch with them, is tied to them and all that stuff. And now, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Peace talks. We know that's a bunch of malarkey. Mm-hmm. Moves to reconcile Prince Harry with the Windsors before the coronation. Notice that it says Prince Harry. They want him back desperately. They want the most popular royal back desperately. Not with his wife, not with his children. They just want him back. There will be no talks unless you apologize, as Harry said to his wife. Number one, tell us what we did wrong. I love that Harry said this. Tell us what we did wrong so that we can then apologize. But we need you all to apologize for all that you've done over the years, or should I say have not done, which is, tell the media to back off when Meghan was pregnant. Correct lies that were told. Although they leaked the lies, so, why are they going to correct their own? Okay. Now, Lord of mercy. Okay, so JC, whose name is on this screenshot, he shall not be named until I'm reading a statement that may have his name in there. Anyway, he allegedly emailed Harry and Meghan. That's what he said here. He allegedly emailed them an apology, after his op-ed. Well, if you're going to go, excuse the quote, balls to the wall and go with your full chest in that op-ed and say those disgusting things, then you should publicly come out and state your apology, denounce your friend. But we know that'll never happen. That'll never happen. He didn't really apologize. Let me even correct that. He didn't apologize. It's just, oh, if I've hurt you type of thing. But this is what was stated. I'll read it. I therefore wrote to everyone who works with me saying how sorry I was. And then on Christmas morning, I hope the ghosts of Christmas past showed up and scared the out of him. And that's why he did what he allegedly did. But okay. I emailed Harry and Meghan in California. How you got their email address is beyond me, but okay. To apologize to them too. I said I was baffled by what they had been saying on TV, but that the language I used in my column was disgraceful and that I was profoundly sorry. Over the last 30 years, I have written nearly 5,000 newspaper and magazine columns, so it was inevitable that one day I'd do a Harry Kane and Sky one of the damn things, which is what happened with the piece with Meghan. That's not a fucking apology. Oops, excuse me for the language. That's not an apology. That is just words on a piece of paper. But, at first everybody was like, where is this coming from? Well, he's losing money. That's where it's coming from. He's trying to right his ship because his ship is going down. But he caused it because he just stepped and hit that third rail. He just thought he could say and do whatever because, hey, I just had lunch with the consort and she's my pal. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Variety reports that Amazon Prime Video is parting ways with Jeremy Clarkson after his comments about Meghan Markle were published in the British Sun. Let me just say, although I don't have the screenshot, someone who offered the Freedom plane, the Freedom flight for Harry and Meghan, just sealed a deal with Amazon Prime Video, but he wasn't going to if this one was still part of a deal. Yeah, so Jeremy, I think you're learning lessons that other people are highly favored and connected to, but your pocket should feel some heat, like to the point of evaporation for what you said about Meghan. That little bit that you sent is not it, buddy. Is not it. Not it at all. So, Harry being who Harry is, which I do love. Okay. He's told them for 6 years, leave them alone, and they won't. He does a book. They still won't. Oh, okay. And you think he's not going to say something and set the record straight? Okay. A spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has responded to Jeremy Clarkson's Instagram apology posted earlier today and addressed his claim that he emailed the couple in December. Now, this was posted by Omen. Here's the statement. On December 25th, 2022, Mr. Clarkson wrote solely to Prince Harry. Remember that other headline I showed you about reconciliation talks with Prince Harry? He wrote solely to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. The contents of his correspondence was marked private and confidential. While a new public apology has been issued today by Mr. Clarkson, what remains to be addressed is his long-standing pattern of written articles that spread hate rhetoric, dangerous conspiracy theories, and misogyny. Unless each of his other pieces were also written in a hurry, as he states, it is clear that this is not an isolated incident shared in haste, but rather a series of articles shared in hate. Harry has told y'all to leave them alone. Do whatever you want, but leave them alone. Now, you should have known he was not going to just allow you to set the narrative, especially when it's involving him and Meghan. No. Let's keep the record straight. He's already said he does not need to come through the rota. They said on January 8th they weren't dealing with the rota. I don't know why y'all just think y'all are going to bully him into doing such. So, he is not accepting that. I know most of us were like, well, that's not even an apology. So yeah, whatever. Good luck, JC. Go craft something else. Maybe the next one that you throw out there. The consort, if you pass it through to her to kind of read and say, does this sound good? She should have known better. Maybe she needs a couple of lessons too. So they're probably coming. All right, moving on down the line here, because I'm going to go through all this and then I'm going to jump into comments. There's already over 100 comments. Whew, Lord, I love y'all, but okay. So continuing on, with trash time, Princess of Wales has already She really needs to give up the title. Has already moved on after being left baffled by Harry's bombshell claims in Spare, including tense text exchange with Meghan that left the Duchess sobbing on the floor. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. The reason why you're getting flamed too, he told you to leave him alone. You didn't correct any of the crap unless it deals with Botox. Oh, but if somebody mentions you having Botox, oh, here comes the corrections. Oh, well, this is not, no, she's not having that done. We see how perfectly still your face is once. Okay, maybe it's just me, allegedly. Okay, I'll just throw that out there. AL, who's part of the Rhoda, most of you know, her last name is even shown here. She's a little upset. See, Harry didn't name names. I know I'm jumping into the book, but there's a couple of them tore up over there thinking that he's talking about them in particular. And she's one, oh, you didn't pay for did you sell books? Did you go on TV? Did you sign contracts that you were a royal expert and you showed up on TV shows? So each appearance you got paid? Don't tell me that wasn't paying rent, mortgage, or whatever you guys got going on over there. Harry did such for you, and he knows that he has. That's for all the Rhodas. I saw this meme on Twitter yesterday. I had time. I was off. And I laughed at it when I saw it, and then I told the person, you have to correct it. I'll see if you all understand why. Okay, so this meme shows of the Oprah interview, and of course they have Oprah surrounded by American dollars and then Harry and Meghan surrounded by pounds, and it's like life's so hard, and then Oprah is saying I can relate. Nothing about this meme is correct except Oprah, yes, she's surrounded by money. We know her status. She's very wealthy. Harry and Meghan are, almost there too. Okay. But it's not pounds. I told the person they need to correct it to show US dollars because the taxpayers are not funding Harry and Meghan's life. They weren't even funding Harry and Meghan's life when they lived on Kensington Palace grounds or what's the other Frogmore Cottage? Yes. They weren't funding their lives. So change the money and then maybe I can agree with you on that meme. Thank you for putting the crown on their heads. Thank you. Okay. Because Harry is the king. Just so you know, because he's owning all of you. All right. Let me move on. These bullying allegations that y'all keep hinting at, this is a Murdoch news organization, as are, I think, some of the tabloids over there. So I'm not surprised to see that this pops up again. Either print the report or shut the F up about Meghan and these bullying claims, because the last thing you all, royal family, Buckingham Palace, released is that it was looking into the the practices of employees, which Meghan was not an employee. And then it had nothing to do with Meghan. Okay, so let's just be clear. If you keep printing this, y'all are all going to find yourself in lawsuits, I hope. Now, this one I had to laugh at. I saw this when I opened Google and I was like, really? Okay, so I'll take the screenshot. Meghan Markle roasted over Serena Williams' viral curtsy clip. No excuses. Just because a friend may know how to curtsy, does that mean that I know how to curtsy? Or what a curtsy would look like? I don't get how, this is so bizarre to me. But let's make no mistake, while she was there in that last and final curtsy that Meghan did in Westminster, this headline is Stu Nod. Okay, you shouldn't even have done any stupid thing like this. Why are you roasting her? She's talking about when she met Harry 6 years ago. when 9 months prior, there's that quick fire interview when the person says William or Harry, and she doesn't even have a clue which one, it was like pick one or the other. She had no clue. But you want us to believe that she knew how to curtsy right off the gate. Give me a break. Give me a break. Okay. I just had to say that. Now, as I share this next one, let me just say, because we're building up to what really pissed me off. Leave Archie and or Lilibet alone. Leave those children alone. Leave them alone. I don't even know why. I didn't even click on it. I don't even know. I just saw this. I was like, oh, that's an older picture of Meghan. What is this talking about? Meghan Markle's son used to be adorable. This is him at 3. The thing you talking about? Archie's still adorable. Leave their children alone. Don't even start it. I don't even know who's behind this bull crap, but just don't start it. No Neck Sarah Vine has started this whole thing. I don't even know why they're worried about where is Meghan. There's a little theme behind it because it's leading into a headline that I saw, and I was like, okay. So Sarah Vine. So where is Meghan? She's usually grafted to Harry's side. Y'all complain if you see her. You complain when she's holding his hand, but where is Meghan? Harry's released the book. This is Harry's memoir. So why would she be on the tour interviews with him? But you just have to put her name there in order to get the clicks that you so desire. Thankfully. Thank you to the squaddies that do tweet the screenshots on their timelines and it comes up into mine. Yes, because that's how I see them. Otherwise, I don't even see, because I have the rotor blocked, so it's like squaddies have not yet. Not all of us have gotten to that point where we block them, but Okay. So again, someone else came up with, Duchess blasted for her uncharacteristic no-show since Spare release. It's truly mind-boggling. Every few months, she's not always out there, and she's never been that type. But suddenly it's like, where's Meghan? Where's Meghan? Oh my God, where's Meghan? Where's Meghan? She's home with her children. They do have a situation out there with all the rain, but she's busy. She is a working mom. She has things she has to do. But it wasn't until I saw this particular headline, and then let me just make sure, is this my last? Oh, there's a couple more. I may get to the other ones. I may not. I may wait until like Saturday. But this particular headline took me completely out, pissed me off, and this is why we're here right now. King Charles III reportedly plans $50 million divorce deal with Meghan Markle to stop Prince Harry from throwing his life away. Okay. Because what I really wanted to say, I'm sure y'all could pick up the hint. You son of bees. This pisses me the hell off. You truly want to delete her. You truly do. This is just showing y'all truly want to delete her, and then you want Harry back and you want to make his life miserable. I hope a flamethrower to all of you over there in the UK and the royal family. Just a flamethrower to you. A royal insider, which we already know is either that person, their spouse. So it's either King C3, his spouse, comms team, somebody in that family, allegedly. Yeah, right. A royal insider. Nobody talks because they usually are under NDAs, the staff. So claims King C3 could soon offer Meghan Markle a $50 million divorce settlement as he blames her for Prince Harry's bombshell allegations on the royal family and willing to do anything to save his son. If you were willing to do anything to save your son, you would have called off your dog consort years ago. But you are so, what's the words that I want to use that won't get me? You are so whipped. I'll just say it that way. You're so pee-whipped that you can't even see beyond your big ass nose. That this whole thing here, like you should have been out before this. You shouldn't even allow this to get printed, because I know they probably told you and you told them and blah blah blah. This is so hella disrespectful on so many levels. This is what you see the movies and we've heard the stories. Here comes the rich dad taking out his checkbook and telling the person of love interest of their child, okay, how much is it going to take to get you lost? That you just disappear. Number one, that's cruel. Number two, you didn't have money, allegedly, to even pay for them. Meghan was paying for her own clothes. She was paying for her makeup artists and hairstylists when they could fly out for certain events and they would do her hair and makeup. Otherwise, she was doing it herself. You had no money to even feed her, allegedly. But now you're willing to cough up $50 million per this headline? The energy that you are going to, the karma that's going to come for you, sir, you deserve it. And I hope it hits right before your coronation, so that gets blown right up out of the water. That's what I hope for you. That's the karma that I hope for you. Yeah. That's the karma that I hope for you. Oh, I shared this one here with the channel members. Prince Harry and Meghan not welcome at BAFTA event. Number one, BAFTA is a UK-based, it's like the Academy Awards, but it's over in the UK. So I wouldn't think you would have a BAFTA event here in the US. Number two, to be noted, that's important, who the patron is Space. So them not being invited to something that they've never gone to, let me just say that, they've never gone to one. You're not hurting anybody. Again, the lunacy, what's in the water over there? What is the rotor? What's the water that is being pumped through those palaces over there? Because they are some crazy SOBs. They are some crazy SOBs. The petty, and this is just pathetic. You ain't going to hurt their feelings. Although you might want them there, because I don't know who else will show up except to be robots, especially if they had whatever those awards that y'all hand out after, oh, you've done a great service to us. Whatever. Okay. I'm just going to woo-side out, woo-side out, woo-side out. Let me try to reel myself in. I have almost 260 comments. There's no way in the world that I can read all of those. So I'm just going to, as you know how I do, I pick a spot. Let me see the time. Okay, so I'm about 8 minutes. I see. I'm going to jump into some that are, let me see, 8 minutes behind and just kind of hopefully catch up to all of you. Dana, the UK media is trying so hard to make the bullying claims against Meghan stick in the public minds when in fact these born royals with sense of entitlement bully their staff. Boom. They're even bullying Harry and Meghan through their media. So Lottie, they better leave Meghan alone and concentrate on the consort. She's their putty. She's their pal. The consort is in bed with them. She likes to be in bed with them. She's a freak that way, because I ain't no telling the stuff that she must have done in order to go from being an adulterer to, the angel and queen apparent. So whatever. Whew. Annie, Harry ain't having it, period. No, he's not. So, whoo, Lord of mercy. One of them, absolutely, the kids off limits to those lifers. They're going to find out. They're going to find out. Now, the warnings keep being laid out there. Harry, I don't think even put half what he could have in here. Leave his children, him and Meghan's children, alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Okay. Please understand, Charles, the eyes, not the heart. I'm skipping a lot of comments. I'm thankful to you all being here. I thank you all for, hanging out, expressing yourselves, although I won't be able to share each and every one. Just let me just say that. I have to breathe through this, because that, seeing the where is she to seeing that headline, yeah, I see the narrative they're trying to spin here. But if a man didn't have enough money to even say that he could afford the expenditures, although they were going on tours for you to different countries and representing the UK empire, but you didn't have money to spend for her clothing and etc., especially when she was pregnant that first year there. And so, therefore, the clothes that she wore for her very small frame, as it was expanding with a child, yes, clothes, okay, are important. Okay. Let me see here, Joyce. We don't need to explain. See, Koo's just adding her comments to this too. We don't need to explain where Meghan is. She is where she needs to be, exactly. But they have to put her name out there. They have to throw this mystique. Where is she? First you tell her to go, I thought you wanted privacy. I thought you didn't want to be out in the pub. Now, if you don't see her for, I don't even know how long it's been, suddenly, oh my gosh, we saw the docuseries in December. So you saw her. I'm just saying, you got the chance to see her on the docuseries. Really shouldn't be looking this coming month to see her again. She's busy. Okay, just know that. Okay, for those of you with sensitive ears, and yeah, this is, I know I said don't jump, but okay, I'm not going to say it. If you're on Twitter, then you've heard the audio of a certain situation in a certain room where he couldn't even get off the bed. I'll just say that. Leave Harry and Meghan alone. They're very much in love. And leave their children alone. Don't you stop bringing up their children, and it's not a joke. At least I don't take it that way. Let's just say that. Hey, Anna. Woo, Lord of mercy. I can't even read this. So I'm just going to, yes, I agree. Okay. Valerie, how is Charles going to give Meghan $50 million? He said he couldn't afford to pay for Harry and Meghan. May God have mercy on his soul. He don't even have a soul. I'll just say that, because for all that's been going on, if that is protecting the crown, that is the most evil thing there is. Why are you trying to protect it so much that you will do this? And I see that it is probably fear from others. That's why they're very quiet and yeah. Ooh, Lord of mercy. Wow, Charles better worry about consort. Consort is dangerous. To a degree, but he is too, because he allows it. He's so whipped that he allows it. She's running him. She's probably running the country. Now we understand why Harry made that statement on. He had to make sure the people around the queen, that she was safe in a sense. So yeah, we get it now. Get it very, 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 very much. Let me see. What is this? Cinderella. Hey, Chucky, your boys accepted your dog of a wife, except Harry's wonderful wife. Woo, let me tell you. And they said, don't marry her. You can be with her, just don't marry her. Consort wasn't having that. She needed that. She needed to be married. Although I noticed Philip didn't go. Ooh, okay, because he wasn't playing that. Okay. Kids vs Speaks Royally. You took the words right out of my mouth. Camilla has him on a short leash. Very short. Very, very short. She knows where the bodies are buried, where they've been pegged, and all of that stuff. She's probably been right there taking notes, if not participating herself. I'm just saying. You all get what I'm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whew. Okay. How about 50 billion? You damn a-hole. I'll put it that way, Trevor. Meghan, love for Harry is not for sale. It's the audacity. That headline, yeah, that truly pissed me off. When I get really, really mad, I cry, and that's not a good sign for anybody. Yeah. We've been looking from the outside in and haven't been the target of this stuff. Whew. If she has seen this, yeah, my next call would be to my attorneys and shut it all the way down. As we know from the docuseries, that when they met with the firm's attorneys, they just kind of patted them on the back and gaslight. They just, oh, yeah, we're looking in. And, they gave them some time, months, to look into and did nothing and finally said, nope, gonna do this. Excuse me if I hit the mic by accident. But, yeah, the reason why they get to print this stuff as he stated is they know that the firm wouldn't sue. They wouldn't allow Meghan to sue, but Meghan was like, not today. You will not. I guess they didn't think she was versed on UK laws and knowing, though she has many friends who are based in the UK and could at least get her up to speed, as well as her husband would tell her they can't do this. Okay. Sylvia, I don't think they wanted Harry to marry. If he married, they wanted to choose his wife. Harry would not have it. I support Harry and Meghan. That's very obvious, yes. And when he spoke on Minnie not having a choice, when you have to ask permission from the monarch, which thank you, Lord. Kiwi2 was still alive and was that grandmother at the moment that she gave permission. And I don't even think she told Space or King C3 what was going down right there. Yeah. Because mom was the word on that. Although we got hints when we saw she did an interview. What was it? One of the magazines. It wasn't Vogue, I don't think. Maybe it was. And just said we're in love. Then they showed up at Invictus together, their first public event. Mm-hmm. And then the engagement was announced 2 months later. So, Nini, this made me furious, but mostly hurt me for Meghan. I'm just so sorry how disrespected she's been. And globally, please let her mental health remain stable. This is just too much. It really is. It really is. Whew, Lord of mercy. Y'all don't know how pissed off I am at that particular headline of all. Hey, Alan, thank you very much. AL has a husband. Someone check her basement. Yeah, she does. That's what everybody was floored on. And this my friend, is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Mwah. Mwah. Now, I don't know if I missed anybody else. I need to probably scan back through. I didn't see any as I was scanning through the comments, so please forgive me. I will go back up, but if I've missed anybody else, thank you, Church Nelly. See, I keep telling a lot of people, I tell y'all, we have like a show before the live stream starts. So Church Nelly, thank you for the 10 months that's of channel membership. So although I had to kind of, put a couple of emojis out there just for you, but Wignisha and all that stuff. No, seriously, thank you. Thank you. I see some names. Hey, Joseph, as on Marshall. I'm just scrolling back in the comments to be sure I haven't missed anything on super stickers or super chats. I don't think I have. Okay, I just wanted to be sure that I have not. All right, yeah. I think I need to take myself offline, do a little bit more woo-sing, spray a little sage spray, cleanse the air. Might even pull out my Palo Santo because this kind of stuff needs it. Don't ever question why there's security is needed for Harry and Meghan, whether they're home or especially abroad in that country that Harry was born in. Don't ever question why when you see headlines like that I've seen. But the karma is going to come back on them because whenever this narrative is pushed about Harry and Meghan and that D word, another couple in the family winds up announcing that they're divorcing. Now, it's kind of obvious that there is one at the top tier that is not living in the same household because, you're showing up at events with the kids separately than the one that is throwing the event instead of you all being there as one happy family. But I'll stop myself. Let me stop myself right there. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. Let me look at. Exactly. Oh, they protect that the Queen's favorite son that like teddy bears and a lot of other things, young girls. Okay, I'll just say it that way. Alan Vernon, the books are here. Okay. I know. There's a couple of people who have contacted me regarding books. I need to get a P.O. box in place so that I can send and then also receive things when you want to send me mail. I have not done that because, I'm a little small channel and I didn't think I would even need a P.O. box. But yeah, I'm going to have to get that. Give me a little bit of time to get that in place. There's a couple of people that I want to, Okay, so, all right. Let me woosah. Now that I'm riled y'all up too. Forgive me for riling y'all up. Oh yeah, thank you, Church Nelly, for explaining who that is. Some people aren't up on my acronyms, but most of y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. So, Karen, a social worker in the U.S. cannot be allowed to practice, period. Is there another part to that? As far as you mean, are you talking about as far as with a record? Yeah, that's not going to happen. I know people that are social workers, the background checks they go through. So I hope that's what you're talking about. Otherwise, I don't know. I did see another one. Let me see, Benjamin. How do you know of Palo Santo? Very interesting. Maybe one day I will go into that. But many of us do research even spiritually. Mm-hmm. Plus, I love the scent of it better than I love the smell of sage when you're burning sage. My husband used to come home and be like, "What are you smoking?" But anyway, That's neither here nor there. That's a story for another time. One day, Benjamin, one day, one day, one day. How do you know? Very interesting. Woo! That'll have to be a panel that you come up and chat it up with me a bit. Woo! All right. Let me get my outro music pulled up. Thank you all for joining, hanging out, sharing in the yes, this live stream, this Talk Tuesday. Please take care of yourselves. Please be safe out there. Please wear your mask. Spread love where you can spread love. And I'm not even going to say pray for the ones that are over there that are stirring up this stuff, but because they're going to get what they're going to get. Okay, now, thank you. And again, welcome Marvel to channel membership. Thank you, Alan, as always. And to everyone else, thank you for just being you and for your support. So on that note, let me start my outro music. Love you, love you, love you. Take care, everybody. Bye.